Yo, and we're live and direct, with your boy Ronell, drinking buddies. Got my man Nick, the brandpreneur Nelson.
What's up, homie? How
What's
you
up,
feeling,
player?
baby?
You ready to go?
Testing, 1 2. Testing 1 2. Is this thing on?
Look at you, looking like a DJ.
Is this thing on? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Looking like a cold ass DJ in your basement.
Hey man, you know.
Bro, can you cut the heat on? Can you cut the heat on, bro?
Dude. Hey man, I'm like back in the day. I'm in the basement. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the basement, and it's the unfinished basement. Ain't no heat in the unfinished basement, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living in the luxury like some people over there with like 4 and 5 TV screens, homie.
Hey, so check this out.
We always gonna make it do what it do. You know what I mean?
I know how you do, but you rubbing your hands together like you cold.
Bro. Hold on. I ain't gonna show you my little beanie over to the side, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it is
in the lab, man.
It's damn near summer in Atlanta, and you got the hoodie on.
Hey, dude. Hey, let me tell you something. It's all good though. How you doing, homie? How's quarantine life treating you? I saw you on your little 10-speed earlier on IG.
Did you see that?
You rolling around on your little 10-speed bike.
For you guys that don't follow me on IG. Make sure you do follow me on IG. I'm a businessman, and follow my man. What's your handle, Nick?
At brandpreneur on IG.
So this morning, bro, I had to get on the bike, get my little exercise in, and it was good.
I was like, who is this cat on this little 10-speed bike?
It's not a little
helmet on too, look like he was in 3rd grade.
That's an expensive ass bike. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to inspire the rest of y'all. That's what it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to inspire everyone to get out there and get their exercise on.
Right. Yes, Portia, you do have a DJ and a bartender. You know,
I want to know what you're
that's what every club quarantine needs is a DJ and a bartender. That's
which Portia is that?
Portia Scott, man.
Portia Scott.
Well, you still learning.
John and Portia, what's up? Okay, let me go ahead. I got to make sure that I'm on here seeing what the people are talking about. Nick, what you drinking?
Bro, nothing right now until after 6. So everything, my church, because it's Palm Sunday, we on fast for the week from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I'm on water until about 6. Then we'll be on wine. How about that?
Well, this is what I'm drinking today, folks. I'm on that Japanese Nika whiskey single malt.
All right.
What you know about this, Nick?
Bruh, I'm a white liquor drinker, so I don't know much about you.
I know that about you. So
you know what I'm saying? See, the original ad guys back in the day, they used to drink vodka. See what I'm saying? So that's my thing of choice. I see you, homie.
All right, before I take this first sip, I gotta show some love. So let me let you guys on this beautiful glass here, piece of art, pottery was sent to me yesterday. Sent to me from Kathleen Denise Artistry. Y'all see that?
Dope. That's dope, homie.
Kathleen, so check this out. I want to read this. This for the fam. And this says, the B&B podcast is invaluable to a young entrepreneur like myself. Thank you so much. From the get-go, I wanted to send you one of my bourbon glasses. Did my best. Check this out. You're going to love this.
Yeah.
You're going to love this part, Nick. Did my best to honor the colors of the Ohio State University.
Come on now.
Don't forget to you and yours during these crazy times. Stay safe, CDB. Kathleen, that's what's up. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love, man. I love it. And all y'all that listen to Business of Bourbon, make sure you listen to my man's episode, though. Listen to Nick's episode.
We were talking straight mess, dog.
Talking shit with Nick it's ridiculous.
See, the thing about it though here is, and just for everybody who I hit up Ronell, when was it? Yesterday, and I was like, dude, you know what we need to do? We need to just I've always wanted to have a morning show. I don't know about you, Ronell, but I see the cats on the morning shows, and I'm like, well, you know what? They seem like they could like you see Mike Strahan. You remember when was Mike and Kelly in the mornings and stuff like that?
How the hell does Mike get on though?
They had the little banter and stuff going back and forth.
Yeah,
Mike is one of my case studies, because that cat has been able to pivot so well from the NFL, and then just it seemed like he's a natural transition into broadcast. It's almost like he's never even played in the NFL before. And I mean, from morning shows to now news, etc. But the thing that I learned in terms of his transformation, it's a case study in terms of you always have to be reinventing yourself. Reinvention is necessary, right? If you look at any of the greats, especially, I'm a music cat, any of the greats in hip hop, right? Whether it be Diddy, take that, right? Reinvention. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, these cats, they damn near, they got their AARP card and they still in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J almost has his AARP card.
He has an AARP card.
You know what I'm saying? But dude, it's for real. But guess what? They reinvent it over and over again. And if you're trying to get out of this, alive in terms of just your brand, the thing you have to do is understand that now, while you at home, is the time where you reinvent, right? It's like, okay, before I came into this, I was one way. Now I'm going in the lab and I'm reinventing it into something else. And I always lead by example. Dude, I've never had an at-home studio like set up before. Yep. I really don't even talk much on live and things.
Inspired you, right?
Because I show you as opposed to just doing a whole lot of talking. But I understand that now, part of showing is showing all of the superpowers. You know what I'm talking about right now?
I do. Let's show some love. What's going on, Stephen? YSU. Stephen says, need a YSU glass. For y'all that don't know, that's the Youngstown State University Penguins. That's what's
Youngstown
up.
State.
Kathleen, what's up? Susanna Reyes Leak, PhD. What's going on? And then, of course, my girl Portia and Melissa. Melissa checking in from the Great West. What's up, Melissa? Tommy back in. Appreciate you tuning in today again, Tommy. Appreciate that, bro. All right. So what's going on? Need a YSU glass for y'all that don't know that. Yo. Okay, so what's going on in your world, man? I need to know, like, what's being binged in your house right now?
What's being what? Binged in my house.
Binged.
What are we watching? In my house, Ozark.
Okay. Spoiler.
Now, here's the deal. Now I'm not. Don't tell me anything right now, because my family has been binging it, and I have to start from the beginning. But Ozark, believe it or not, me and little dude, we've started going through all of the episodes of Everybody Hates Chris. Because I got an 11-year-old, and I got to have something that I can, just chill out with him. And it's amazing. I forgot how funny that show was, man. That show was hilarious, dude.
It was a good show. But back to Ozark.
Yeah, Ozark looks good, dude.
Hey, shout out to Sherry Richards. That's my mother. She's in season 1. What's up, Mom?
Oh, are you serious?
Absolutely.
What?
Hey, yes. Ozark shot mostly around Atlanta.
I know.
Yes. That. So the very first first or second episode, she gets robbed. Yeah. Have you seen that yet? You've seen the first season, right?
I've seen the first couple. Like literally, I'm just getting into it because I started watching it, and I was like, okay, this looks good.
The dude that becomes a preacher goes in and robs this convenience store. That's my mother. I think she didn't get shot. She was supposed to get shot. Didn't get shot. It's all good. She's good though. She's healthy.
Okay.
My mother has a knack for getting killed on stuff. Like she was on The Walking Dead.
Oh my God. She got that black people syndrome. You'd be the first one to die.
But let me tell you this: she might have got killed off, but she still gets those checks. The Walking Dead checks. Walking Dead checks are nice, y'all. I'm telling you.
Right.
What's going on? Season 1. Melissa says season 1. What? Season 1. Yeah, my mother's on season 1. She's on season 1 of Ozark, season 4 of The Walking Dead. So you're way behind, bro. But let me tell you, I literally just finished the final episode of this current season of Ozark. It is ridiculous.
Wow.
Yo, oh my God.
The other thing they're watching is this my kids in the Disney Plus. There's the Star Wars stuff. So they started watching all the Star Wars, like, every single episode. There's this one series called The Mandrion or something like that.
The Mandalorian, man.
Mandalorian, yeah, a Mandalorian.
Bro,
They started watching that. Dude, I tell you, I'm always working, bro. I let them do their thing. But The Mandalorian, that looks good. I just got to catch up, man. I got to catch up. One of these days.
Well, get caught up, because you may be where I work too, but I definitely I enjoy getting in some streaming. So, and what I do is I like binge. I binge in the background. So it's just like, so if you look around, it's stupid for those. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. This is stupid. I got down in this room, I got 4 TVs. I got one on the other side. Both of my offices, the studio got a TV, the office got a TV. I got like 13 TVs in this house.
See how you get? I can't have TV on and work like music all day.
Have it.
But I would just sit up there and just watch, right?
Yeah, it plays in the background. It's just for the same reason that I go to coffee shops. Yeah, I need energy. So I do a lot of work from. I don't know about y'all out there, but I do a lot of energy, a lot of work from coffee shops, because I just get I get energized from things going on around me, right? So I gotta. That's why the TV is like it helps me out. Music, I don't know. I just never been like one to sit, because music, unless it is like focus music, that distracts me. That'll distract me. Kathleen says the Mandalorian was great. Yeah, Baby Yoda. That's what's up.
Now I did see Baby Yoda was cool.
I did say Ozark. My mom, Melissa. Yes, my mom is and it's actor now. So don't. There's no differences. No actors.
Excuse me. My bad. It's actor.
So my mother is Melissa. She is an actor.
Yeah, actor. She's an actor,
and she's pretty dope. She's in The Banker too. So go check out The Banker if you haven't seen that on Apple TV. I'm her publicist too.
Clearly, you're doing an excellent job of promoting Mom Dukes, as you should.
Thank you. Hey, how's the fam?
Everybody's good, man. So the interesting part is, as you know, school has been canceled. It's not, and when I say school has been canceled, I don't believe in all this digital learning stuff. I mean, my son has these headphones on all day in front of a laptop. I'm like,
hey, let me ask you this though, Nick. Let me ask you. I want to make you think, like, what the hell are they doing in school all day if they can do all of this stuff in like
dude, I'm gonna tell you what the funny thing here is. These teachers are just trying to figure this stuff out. They're like, okay, I gotta keep these kids busy. I gotta give them something. They'll be on like a Zoom call for like 15 minutes, or it's like they do stuff like in 15 or 20-minute increments, but it'd be like little stuff now. Like all of their testing has been canceled. So it's he's adjusting to it. Like, he thinks he's still on spring break, because last week was spring break. And so now, I'm getting him up this morning. I'm like, let's go. I said, it's time for the bus. He was like, Dad, there is no bus no more. I'm like, yes, there is. it's time we got to get you up for the bus, son.
So right? What's it been like for you? Are you like literally, are you having to go through lesson plans and everything with them and stuff like that?
You know what? The fortunate thing here is my son is pretty independent. So he loves school. He gets that from his mother. I was never the school type, right? But he gets that from his mom. So I mean, he has his stuff laid out. He's very much so independent. My wife will, check it out, things of that nature. So she's like the second school teacher, right? And then I come in there and I'm physical time. So I'm physical activity. I'm the gym teacher, right? Yeah. So that's my job.
Physical activity. I like that though.
Right. We'll do WWF wrestling, or Tom's over a walk, that sort of deal.
Tom's checking me. He says 13 TVs. I'm gonna count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, Tom. All right. I overestimated a little bit. Diana says you married well. Yes, you did.
Absolutely.
Give a shout out to Diana.
Right. Marion is like, okay, stop dissing digital learning. Okay, I'm not dissing digital learning. I promise you, I know it's the way forward. But right now, I'm seeing this from firsthand. These teachers are figuring it out in real time, like everybody else. So the thing about digital, man, a lot of this stuff is about to be digital. And what it's done is it's just shown how easy this stuff can be done. Like a lot of these conferences and stuff now, man, they're all going in digital platforms, etc. stuff that we thought we had to be face to face for. People are, now getting accustomed to saying, okay, well, you know what? Hey, I think I kind of like just being in here, just doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So check this out. Let's give a couple of shout outs real quick. Hey guys, Kathleen is actually on the live. She's looking at us from LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn Live, we've got Kathleen. All y'all that are on LinkedIn, make sure you find her and connect with her. I'm on this massive push right now. And Nick, I know you share this and just encouraging everyone to buy small, man. Like, we really need to be thinking about where we're spending our money right now. We really need to be thinking about our small businesses and supporting our small businesses, because a lot of y'all are spending a lot of money right now. You're sitting at home, you're ordering your Postmates, you're ordering your Grubhub, whatever, and we're not thinking about who's on the other end of that transaction. We have so many great small businesses out there that need our support. Like, bruh, tell me what you're seeing, but I'm going to tell you, I am very concerned. The things that I'm hearing, the things that I'm seeing, the things that I'm experiencing, I'm concerned. And I think it's really going to take us as individuals to get out there and support these cats, because there's going to be a lot of people out of business here, man, if they don't get our support.
There is, man. And, the thing that the ones that are hurt first, the first ones that to go, tend to be smaller businesses, because you don't have the capital. What this whole thing has shown me is just how much America as a whole is a month-to-month country, right? But small businesses, many ain't even month-to-month. It's week to week. You know what I'm saying? Hell, some of them are day to day.
Yeah.
And
that's real talk.
It's very important to support in whatever capacity. I'm talking about from, the virtual beautician, who's out here trying to, figure it out and trying to teach you how to cut your hair from a distance, to the trainer, to, all of these individuals, the consultants, etc. You got to figure out how you can do it. Now, the other thing that I try to teach people during this time frame here is you have to understand what you're selling is different also. Some of these big item purchases that you might have sold at one particular point in time, that's not your lead offer anymore, because people are very much so we are now looking at every single penny, right? And so if we're making purchases need to probably be in smaller increments, or in piecemeal. Let's do this and then go here and then go here incrementally. Also, even figure out ways in which you can offer payment plans, where you can offer breaking out payments, things of that nature. Right now, you have to get creative, because the same way that we're having to get creative as small business owners, other people are having to get creative as well. And if we work collectively together, if we don't completely stop spending, because the economy just can't afford for everybody to stop spending, right? So if we don't completely stop spending, but we work and focus, yes, like I said, on small businesses as well, I think, we'll definitely be able to get up out of here. I stay optimistic, with this, and think, I look at just the lessons from all of this in terms of we're going to be a lot cleaner when it's all said and done. We're going to be a lot closer, because we will appreciate being able to be in front of each other, right? This whole distance has made us really appreciate, the times that we had that we just really didn't even think about.
I'm a little bit more cynical. So like, I know that, as a culture, we're always very caught up in the moment. What's happening right now is like the only thing that matters. And we don't really have a great appreciation for history and what's come before. And so what I've seen and what I'm hoping that culturally some of the things change, but I feel like 2 months after this is over, 3 months after it's over, it's like it never happened. People just doing what they're.
I disagree, man.
I see some cultural things, some maybe some different ways that we interact. For example, this elbow pump thing, the elbow thing never existed before. 100 years from now, everybody will be doing that, and they'll have no clue where it came from.
But here's the deal: that what's gonna come back is the nod. Everybody's just gonna be like, "What's up?"
Did that ever leave? We've been doing the nods since the 80s, bro. Like, I guess I was out.
But you're gonna see world leaders doing the nod, dog. You know what I'm saying? Prime ministers like
doing the Obama nod.
We're gonna be like, yo, I remember the nod. That's what we did. We brought that. That's another thing that hip hop brought to the world. The nod.
Bro, I want to know, what are you hearing from your clients? What are you hearing from your people out there? How are they doing? I know folks are checking in with you like they check in with me. How are they doing?
Yeah.
What are some of their concerns? What's going on out there in your world?
So concerns of my clients are haircuts, nails. I mean, it's like basic stuff, dog. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, you know, when am I gonna get this?
You've been talking about that. You told me you were gonna come and give me a lineup, bro. You said you was coming over to the crib.
Bro, you woofing, dog. You woofing on me.
And you know you don't ever see me like this.
I don't ever see that, man.
So I'm putting it in for the cause. See, guys,
that's the beauty of the ball, right? I shave every morning. You know, I'm fresh dressed and ready to go every single day.
I see. Look at this.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it never happened with me.
Let's get some shout outs.
But honestly, with my client going on seriously, man, everybody's just trying. They're just waiting to see what happens. Like they're just trying to figure it out. You know, those that work in corporate, you know, they show up every day and, you know, they're on their calls and they're being due diligent. You know, my entrepreneurs, they're sitting around here. Everybody's trying to get online. So, you know, I answer a lot of questions throughout the course of the day in terms of just teaching people, okay, here are certain platforms you want to look at, applications, things of that nature, you know, based off of technology. Everybody's not as technically savvy as we are right now, man. So they don't have the same setup. You know, some of the machines are outdated, things of that nature. Internet might not be up to par, that sort of deal. So just meeting people where they are and helping them to get up, right? And get online, because, you know, this stuff is second nature to us. But for many people, it is not, because they've just never had to interface like this before.
Listen, y'all, if y'all need some help with some of those things, like Nick just mentioned, let us know. We're here. Let Nick know. Hit him up. That's what we do. Let's give some shout outs real quick. Hanson, my man, Hanson Lewin, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Who else? Tracy Carter, what's happening? Tracy Edwards on. What's up, Tracy? Thanks for checking in. I think it changes for Melissa says she thinks it's changed us forever. Different perspective.
No, and I agree with Melissa. Let me tell you what I feel. And this is how it changes us forever.
Sure.
The same way that 9/11 brought about where you now have a different scenario or protocol in terms of travel, right? You cannot go see your loved one at the gates anymore. I think we're going to have remnants of this forever. It might not be the same, but this whole 6 feet distance thing, I don't see going away anytime soon.
See, that kind of speaks to my point, though, Nick, because that is you're talking. So when we talk about cultural change as opposed to system changes in the system, that's a change in the system. But culturally, how different are we? How different were we a year after 9/11?
No, we weren't. I mean, culturally, no, man, we weren't. But systematically, you're correct. Systems will be put in place, man. And
we'll have Purell everywhere.
Purell is going to be everywhere. And you know, I used to just run by the Purell. I see the Purell, I'm like, oh, that's cute.
You'd be lucky to get some right now, bro.
Board, okay, I'm telling you, man.
You making it out the house? Who's making homemade? Who's making homemade?
I've never really been a germaphobe like that, man. Yeah. And you know, so you know, I believe, you know, I wash my hands, things of that nature. But I'm just, you know, I'll go to the QT and go to the pump, right? You know, at the Quick Trip and pump my, you know, air in my tire. No gloves, just I might, you know, keep it pushing, right? Didn't think twice about it. Man, I had to pump air in my tire a couple of days ago. Man, I had the gloves. I think I might have had everything, dude. It was a mess. And then even still after that, went inside Quick Trip and washed my hands. Then got my burrito.
See, I'm in between. I've never been a germaphobe, but I was raised by parents who grew up in the hood, man. So like we're concerned about my father taught me water fountains, all that stuff. Like you use your elbows, you use your knuckles. That gas pump, I'm gonna take one of them pieces of paper out, do that. Like, you won't see me grabbing the handle. I'm this guy. I'm this guy right here.
Right. You're like a black mom in the furniture
I will use the shirt to open the door in a hot second. Jamie, what's happening? James, thanks for checking in, brother. Good to see you on. And you're never late, man. It's all good.
Hey, Diana, let me tell you something. I never thought about Purell stock, but Purell, Lysol, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to put that in the portfolio. You're absolutely right.
Jamie says we need something stronger than Purell. What is that? Gasoline? I don't know what we're gonna do. Like
corn liquor.
This. So what y'all didn't know is that yes, I'm Corona free. And the reason being is 2 glasses a day.
Keeps the corona
away. Who else we got? Greg, what's happening? Project manager friend, see a flood of changes in jobs. Greg says he had a conversation with a project manager friend. See a flood of changes in jobs. Companies trying to rehire, but a lot of people saying no thank you after being laid off. So the job churn will be twice as much. Yeah, we're just getting started with this job stuff.
No, I mean we really are, and you're going to see the thing about stuff like this is you find new industries popping up, right? So and a new way of doing business requires new skill sets, etc. So I strongly believe that things will rebound, but it's just going to look a little different. Like even I was reading yesterday, here's the thing that tripped me out. AMC movie theaters are going to be struggling to even come back because they had so much. I already know the movie industry because that's where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
They already had a truckload of debt. Right now, with everything shut down, it really is questionable. Will AMC movie theaters come back? And then what that lends itself to, Netflix has already been killing the game and showing that people enjoy, the Netflix experience or being at home. So I think even the way we consume entertainment, in terms of not necessarily having to show up somewhere, but enjoying it from our homes, all of this stuff, I think we're just going to see a shift in, bro.
So to your point, and I agree with you, to your point, I'm a technology guy. So this stuff that we're using right now, this stuff that with Zoom and what we're on right now, I've been selling this sort of technology for years, right? Yeah. Here's where we're going to have a cultural shift is that now the challenge has always been that companies get it. Like companies, they've been buying this shit for a long time. Companies have been buying it, but their employees have not been adopting it. So like you may have whoever it is, like AT&T, every employee got WebEx, but they don't ever use it. Well, guess what? Now that they're being forced to use it, what's happening is they're starting to adopt it and they realize, this is actually pretty dope. It's got good features and it's something that's really helpful and useful for the job. So now you're going to see a transition in the actual adoption and use of these technologies in business because the technologies aren't new. All y'all new jacks like Nick out there doing Zoom training now. All these new jacks,
I've been using Zoom so long, man.
Zoom just showed up on the scene. Zoom been around for a long ass time. I was doing video go-to meetings a decade ago. Like this ain't new.
Jesus, I remember that.
The adoption now. So this is going to change the way we do things. But here's what I will say to y'all. And pay attention to this because I'm into this big time. Y'all that listen to me know that I'm all about connection. Understand this. The more of this tech that people start to adopt, as people start to get comfortable with, the better the opportunity for you to go press the flesh. Because more people it's going to create more barriers, and people they love that because it's not.
They can hide behind all of this stuff.
Say again, Nick.
You can hide behind all of this stuff.
Yes, you can hide behind all of it. So y'all need to go after this. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm gonna do a video like where it's Ronell hugs the world a month out of this thing is over. I'm gonna go out hugging every day. The world too. I'm just saying, like that's how you're going to really have an opportunity because so many cats are going to still be stuck on the tech and they're not gonna want to get off the tech because it's easy and it's comfortable. And y'all don't want to get through the tech, that want to go and meet people, want to go press flesh, want to go have some coffee, y'all gonna kill it. You agree, Nick?
Dude, I agree completely. The thing that I think about from a business standpoint here is if I'm a company and I see my employees adapting to virtual work And if we're still able to meet deliverables and we're still able to operate efficiently virtually, what I see then becomes an opportunity in terms of, do I need as much office space, right? Because one of the things that is one of the biggest overhead items for any organization is brick and mortar, right? So it'll be interesting to see, even in terms of the commercial realty industries and things of that nature, how that's impacted, with stuff like this. Because once people get accustomed to being able to just wake up, brew their coffee, they're still getting on calls. People, the thing about some of this technology is that it's still, because you're seeing face to face, you're still able to engage. And there's, even though you're, a couple of miles away from me, because you really don't live that far from me, man. Mm-hmm. But even it feels like there's some engagement there, because I can see your disposition, I can just see your body language, right? And so face to face is going to be very key. I think it's going to be the gravy on top, but I really do believe this distance thing is going to be slowly becoming the mode of how we operate.
Man, so check this out. And that's a great ad, Nick. I got something to add to that. Before I do, let me shout out a couple of our Facebook Live listeners, viewers. What's up, Darius? Darius, my man. Not Your Kids 8 Ball, sponsor of Business and Bourbon. Make sure y'all support that. Sean Carter, not Jay-Z, but Sean Carter, the original Sean Carter. What's happening, Sean? So check this out. And for those of you that don't know yet, we're simulcasting. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. We're doing it all. What you said, Nick, here's one of the things I want to add to that. If y'all are in commercial real estate right now, you really need to be rethinking what you're doing. Because as I go down the street from my house when I'm riding, as Nick says, riding my 10-speed, rode my 10-speed down the bike. State Farm has a massive campus not far from my home, which I rode by. Right. And if I rode by, guess what was not in the parking lot? Vehicles. No vehicles. Everyone is virtual. So the real change, what I see as a massive change in business is that, see, the companies, they've had all of this brick and mortar. And part of the reason they have all this brick and mortar because they're scared to let you guys work from home. Because they're like, oh, I don't know if they're going to be productive.
They're going to really work and stuff like that.
Now they're forced to do that. So everyone's working from home. And you know what these companies are going to see? They're going to see increased productivity. Because when y'all are working from home, there's no boundaries. You won't work.
You can never stop working from. That's what.
You work 10, 12 hours a day. So here's what happens. State Farm says, I don't need all of this space no more. We need co-working spaces. So if you're in commercial real estate, you need to really be thinking about your business, because these big guys, they're going to start using less and less space. And they're going to start using some of these co-working solutions. They're going to start doing different things where they're doing split time and all these sorts of things that require them to have less brick and mortar. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. If anything, what is done here is these companies have had to scale up. They've had to scale up infrastructure. They've had to scale up technology. So replacing laptops with newer laptops, getting their employees up to speed as well on technology. But now that is in place, and this is the perfect time where they can, test stuff out the same way that you and I are testing out new technology, getting up, and getting our individual work lives together that we can work remotely is the same way that these companies are doing it as well. And so once they have these things in place and you see the efficiencies, and you're absolutely right. If you look at anybody or most people who work remotely, and this is the people that I've always seen that work remotely, they tend to work a lot longer, for good, bad, or what have you. No question. Right? But if I'm an employer, I'm not necessarily mad at that. It's not that I'm not trying to promote work-life balance, but I understand that people can now work. Do you know how much time I save on a daily basis not driving into Atlanta? Let me tell you how much time. Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Almost 2 hours of savings, not driving in someplace, right? That's 2 hours that I can recoup to either spend with family, to work out, to rest, or to get additional work done. So, although I love being face to face with people, and that's where my heart is and my skill set is. This whole remote thing, I'm not necessarily mad at either.
Yeah. Hey, let's get some shout outs right quick. Doug, my man Doug checking in from Buffalo. What's happening, Doug? Hope you're right up there, man.
Yeah, Hanson, I agree with you, man. Hanson was talking about offices will be a contingency plan going forward. Right. I like the way you stated that. I'm gonna use that, brother.
He's a CPA. That's why he's smarter than us, man. He knows how to articulate those things.
He does. He said it so well.
Jamie, been working virtually since 2006. Saves my clients a lot of money, but you do work more if you're not careful. Absolutely. One of the things that I learned, to Jamie's point, because I started my virtual journey back in 2004-ish, something like that. When I started my first company, I was working from the crib.
Yeah.
And one day, wifey came home and said, like, dude, you're not here. I said, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm right here. I'm like, no, she says, you're not here.
Your body's here.
You say you're here, but you're not here.
On the other side of town.
Yeah. And so I learned from that. And that was a few years into it. I learned like, yo, I have to create. And so that's one of the things I would encourage people, like create some boundaries, take care of yourself, because what happens is you get in the cave, you get in the closet, you get in work mode, you get like Nick them in the goddamn dungeon, whatever you're in with your hoodie on, and you get in dungeon mode and you're grinding and you're working and you don't ever come out the dungeon, or when you do come out of it, you're still in work mode. You gotta have boundaries. You gotta know when to turn it off, and you gotta go take advantage of this virtual time to actually, like to your point, Nick, to be there for your peoples.
Yep.
So, hey, Nick, I think you got something you want to share with the folks, because I think that there's a lot of love out there, and if y'all feeling the vibe that me and Nick have, you feeling this thing, whatever it is, the baldy and whatever it is, if y'all feeling it,
I like that.
But I think, Nick, you got an announcement, my friend?
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, man, I think we're gonna do more of this, me and Reinell, and we're gonna do our own little morning show, right? We still ideating, putting it out there, but definitely as you're sipping your coffee, right, or your Bloody Mary, depends on, it'd be funny, man. I get on these flights, they'd be like, yeah, to a Bloody Mary. I'd be like, man, that's your excuse to drink in the morning. But whatever you're doing, whatever you on, whatever you sipping on, right, us having just some real, just light conversation, but talking about just regular stuff that from two regular, not so regular guys.
Yeah. So, hey, y'all, check for that. We're going to be doing a morning show with Nick and myself, getting y'all ready for the day. So we're like Nick said, we're working on the details, but it will be out soon. Make sure y'all check for that in the mornings. And let me remind y'all that this whole thing that you're watching here is sponsored by Day Drinking, right? This is brought to you by Day Drinking. Day Drinking is the Business and Bourbon daily podcast of inspiration, motivation, and education. Go get you 5 minutes every day. So make sure you download that. And if you have been enjoying it, fantastic. Give us a review and a rating. If you have not, what the hell are you doing? If you don't like it, go kick rocks. Don't rate it, because I will find you.
And don't tell nobody.
Don't tell
nobody you don't like it.
I will send Nick out, and we'll come see about you. All right, I know people. See, oh damn. Put the hood on. So hey, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and again, if y'all are interested in what it is that I am drinking today, it's Nika whiskey. This is a Scotch single malt made in Japan. It's good stuff. Bam. Go find it at your local place. I don't know. I think it's like $50 or $60. Something like that. My wife bought me this one.
Hey, Reinell, let me introduce you to my muscle. Come here. This is my muscle right here.
So
my muscle is.
That's your clone right there, man. What's going on, clone? What's that movie with Will Smith just had that nobody went and saw?
Right.
What's going on, young man? You gonna say what's up?
Say what's up, son.
Hi.
Okay, give us something. You can't just come over there and be like, Debo in it.
Give him the nod, son.
All right, before we close it out, just thank you guys. Chris, thanks for checking in. Tracy, Brian, thanks for checking in again. Kathleen, again, appreciate you. And make sure y'all support Kathleen. Art, beautiful. Look at this piece. Look at that. And on the back, CD. Kathleen, make sure you put your website in the comments in here so people can go check out your work or your IG. Richard, thank you for checking in. Did I already say Greg? Greg, thank you. Tracy, Diana, Susanna, Melissa, Doug.
Hey, Tracy, DM me the name of your chicken salad from Whole Foods. I love chicken salad. I love to support you.
James, my man James. Hey, James, thanks for the conversation today. James and I had a great conversation about business earlier today. Good luck to you in your entrepreneurship journey, my friend.
Tracy's culinary chicken salad. Go check it out.
Who else you want to shout out? Nick, you want to shout anybody out?
Everybody. Okay.
Everybody.
Hey, real quick from a promo standpoint, doing a webinar on Thursday right now. Doing a webinar on Thursday. It's an Ask Me Anything. So it allows, if you got some brand questions, I got some brand answers. And did my first live this past Sunday. We'll be doing another one this Sunday. Wait a brand minute. 9 o'clock this Sunday.
I'm on it. So I'm already signed up. So if y'all not signed up, Nick, where do they go sign up? Brandpreneur.com/askbrandpreneur. I can ask you anything?
Ask me anything.
Okay. You ask.
Go ahead, Ronell. Ask me anything.
What you ask for? You know what's coming out of my mouth. All right. It's going to be crazy. Y'all don't want to miss that. All right. Peace out, bro. Thank you guys.
Sure.
And if you enjoy the Drinking Buddies, great. Share it with your people. If you don't, I don't care. I'm drinking, so it's all good. And that's it. When's the next show? When I feel like it. It's 5 p.m. on days that I feel like having a drink. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't know. Check it. All right. Peace out.
Peace out, bro.